Hey guys, Happy New Year. I decided to do a new vendors one. It's now been a year and a couple months since the SIE and the 7 split off and the 6 top off and all that. So I decided to do a new vendor one. So some things have changed, some things haven't. So the big main ones, so if you're going to get a vendor, you're going to take the SIE or the top off. I do think the first half I'm going to focus on the SIE and then I'm going to redo one on the same video, more for the top off. So feel free to stay on and give me a watch time better. No, you do whatever you want. Now, for the SIE, still, it's the big ones are STC, Knopman, Kaplan, Passperfect, training consultants. Those are the big ones. Now, the new player is Achievable. I've been working with them. I've been working on their stuff and looking at it. And it's great, awesome as a supplement. So if you have STC already, and you're like, you know what, I need more questions, that maybe you don't explain anything, or say you have Passperfect. Achievable is awesome. I have a few students that have gone on to it, maybe about 15 or 20, and they all said it kind of changed the game a little bit. Like, you explain things better, they have questions, and they do have a free trial, which is great. But let's go back to this. So, Passperfect. A lot of firms get it. I don't forget, there's a couple that just require it. They give you a lot of information. They do. They give you a ton of information. They give you too much. So what happens is, again, the SIE is not a math test. Passperfect beats you with math. Formulas, analysis, PE ratio, all that stuff's on the next exam, not this one. And whenever they do math, it's not about just teaching you, it's about almost tricking you, like it's 3-step math on an option, which is not happening. So I like Passperfect. You will not fail with them, but it will take longer for you to pass, only because it's harder. Let me do it this way. Their program, their web smart thing is pretty cool. I like it. You buy in, you buy it, you get it or whatever, and you do equity, say. We'll say that's a topic. You answer a question. If you get it wrong, you get another question on the same subject. So that's good, but the problem is they go too deep on stuff. So it's weighing one or the other. Again, if you see a lot of math on these Passperfect things, it's probably not the exam. Okay, Knopman. This is the first year they wrote their own book. They still use Kaplan questions. They're okay. Some spelling errors, you got to get over it. Maybe they need better editors. I don't know. But they need to they need to work on their editing a little bit. But again, they're fine. There's going to be stuff that they don't cover that's on the SIE, but that's going to happen with any vendor. So saying that, Knopman's pretty good. They write their own stuff. They're somewhat reachable. Their tutoring is kind of expensive, and the classes are fine. Their teachers do, that's one good thing about them. Their teachers do know their stuff if you go to their class. Kaplan's okay. It has the same information pretty much as Knopman. I mean, that's kind of what Knopman was using for years. And then they use the same questions. Kaplan I like only because of, if you have one and then you add Kaplan questions, that's fine. Because Kaplan, you can adjust questions. Like you can say, I want to take 38 questions on this or 40 questions on this. And it gives you feedback and tells you what sections are lower. But again, they go into the weeds a little too much. So that's the deal with Kaplan. Their questions are fine. They don't really look like the exam. But like if you see 8%, it shows up on there as 0.08, which is not the way the real test shows. The test will show 8%. So I don't like that. They go a little too mathy too. Training consultants is fine. It's their questions look the most like the exam, but they're slightly easier. Their book is more like a PowerPoint, so it's a little light on information. So maybe better for the SIE, not so good for the top off. And the last one, the last two are STC, all-encompassing, still probably the leader in both SIE and top off. They cover most of the stuff. They have a lot of questions, and the book is pretty good, and it doesn't waste a lot of time. Now, the thing is, the one thing STC started doing was that they started making it where you can adjust your tests. They used to not do that. You used to get 8 exams, and that was kind of it, other than like your chapter exams. So now the last one is Achievable. It's all online. It's the cheapest. So it really is easy that if you're going with like STC or Passperfect, and you go, I want more information or more questions, boom, it's like $70. Right? So $70, you get a bunch of questions and a bunch of reading and stuff like that. So let's see. So we have Passperfect, you have Knopman, Kaplan, STC, Achievable, Training Consultants. The one thing about Knopman, which is kind of cool, is if you go on their website, you can download a practice FINRA exam. So you have two places you can take free exams. One, the actual FINRA website, which we know about. And the second one is Knopman. You can download and take their exam. You don't have to give their information, so you're selling your information a little bit. But so what? It's free. And you get a chance to look at it. Okay. So if you like what I'm saying, like, subscribe, tell people. I'm trying to help people. Now, I'm not done. I'm going to do the Series 7 now. The top off, or the 6. Same thing in vendor world. Okay. Achievable doesn't do that yet. Supposedly in March they're going to get it. So I'll probably do a new one then and add it in. But right now, Achievable only does SIE. So they're off the list. So now we have SDC, Kaplan, Knopman, Training Consultants. I'm going to tell you something. And I'll probably get a bullet in the head at some point. Solomon, AD Banker, Fire Solutions, or NRS, they call it now. Stay the F away. If you get that, buy another program. Am I making myself clear enough? You could probably fake your way through on the SIE because you have other information. On this exam, if you use Solomon, AD Banker, or NRS, which is Fire Solutions, run the F away and find somewhere else to get information. Am I clear on that? Okay? I'll probably get a nice email from them at some point, but whatever. I'm not selling anybody else's stuff. Okay. So now, and the good thing is, since I don't write a book, and I haven't, and I have no interest in doing one, I'm kind of like a sideline attacker, so I don't have, it's not like I'm pushing my stuff over theirs. I'm giving an honest review. Passperfect, again, too detailed, but the good thing is, they give you enough information to pass. Does that make sense? You get enough information to pass. Now, the next part of this is Kaplan. Kaplan, again, they give you enough information. The questions are, they have a lot of questions. That's their key. They have a lot of questions. So does Passperfect. But Kaplan. I put Kaplan and Passperfect same together. Like they go a little too deep on the questions, a little too deep on the math. Like, as I've said in one of my older videos, Passperfect's math questions will make you doubt your existence. It is so hard. Okay? I'm telling you, I know what I get scores on the real exams. I get high 90s, like 98, 99. On these things, I'm at like mid 80s. And I want to pull my hair out. I have none, but whatever, all the 3 hairs I have, I want to pull out. Now, Knopman, I like them. They add some stuff to the book. I think they're still using the Kaplan book, and they use Kaplan questions. So if you get Knopman, you're going to end up with Kaplan questions. So here's another thing. If you use Knopman, don't buy Kaplan as a supplement. And if you have Kaplan, don't buy Knopman as a supplement, which I can't speak. I may have a stroke. You can't. It's not going to help you. You're going to be pissed because you're going to have the same questions. So that's some help there. So now, we have Training Consultants, again, pretty solid, but not enough information to really on their own to stand alone. You can pull it off if you own everything on the exam. The videos are good. They have the best videos if you can get through that person's voice. Anyone who's Training Consultants understands what I'm saying. If that voice is like punching me in the face for 10 minutes at a time. So I double speed it. Knows your stuff, goes over it, you just got to get over that voice. Maybe there's a voice changing app you can do or something. I don't know. And I'm not saying I have a great voice, but you can always, mine's 10 minutes and you move on. STC is still the better of all of them because they show everything. You'd think that I'm getting paid from STC. I'm not. I just, right now, in this moment, in this snapshot of 1.5 years, they have the best product. 4 years ago, I hated them. With the regular, I absolutely hated it. I thought they were horrible. I think I bashed them so much, they blocked me on Twitter. Not that I use Twitter a lot, but it's there. I'm telling you, I think they blocked me on Twitter. Because not that I have a burner account, but if I did, I can see posts that I can't see on my Wall Street Tutors Twitter. So, they blocked me. But now I think they're good. I think right now they nailed it. Okay, so we have the top one for Series 7 top off is STC. That's what I think. If they give it to you, remember, any of the ones I mentioned, if your firm gives that to you, you're going to pass anyway. You're just going to run into a little bit more. It's going to be a little harder. STC's on the top, and then we're going to go with like Knopman, Kaplan, Training Consultants, and then Passperfect. Again, Passperfect, if you get it, it's not the worst. It's just, I think they're too technical. I mean, they make me doubt what I know. They absolutely do. And I know my shit, and they make me doubt my stuff. Okay, so I hope that helps. So make sure we got this. So SIE, All of these exams stay the F away from Solomon, NRS, which is Fire Solutions, and AD Banker. And again, I think A.G. Edwards and one of them, Edward Jones, I think, they require you to use AD Banker, and it just shoot me in the head. Okay? SIE, I like Achievable as a great supplement. I absolutely do. And I have a link in my thing for that, so you do help me out by getting that. But I would never going to stop doing these. I'm just showing it out there that I worked with them and they worked out a deal where they'll pay me for looking at it. But I do like their stuff. And if you doubt me, they have a free trial. Like this year, I think this month I had like 42 people sign up and a bunch of people did it. But a lot of people use their free stuff to help them, which is great. So I am going to head off now. Happy New Year. I'm not hungover because I'm so busy. By the way, my Tuesday night lives are starting up again next Tuesday. I'm thinking of trying to do one tomorrow night, Thursday, January 2nd. So if you're watching this in March, it's kind of worthless. But I'm just telling you that I am doing a live on Thursday, January 2nd, and then every Tuesday going forward, 8:30, unless there's a holiday. Pretty much, I'm going to try to do this every Thursday night. Feel free to email me or text me questions leading up to that, and I will try to address them. If not, join the freaking live and make me feel like people love me. You all have a good night, and please like and subscribe, and maybe you can hit one of these end cards that I'm pointing to nothing, but if I edit right, it'll show up. Have a good day.